In this video, we are going to be discussing the first movement of the piece titled Screwtape. It serves as the theme for our elder wizened demon named Screwtape, and as such, I specifically tried to make it a little horrific, a little scary, and a little bit evil sounding in nature. I did this by writing it in a minor key. I used a lot of sound effects that were kind of scary noises. Lots of screaming, lots of crying, that sort of thing. It sounded very horrific and scary. Inspirations from the book The Screwtape Letters is, of course, the main demon Screwtape, the writer of the letters in the book. Inspirations from the research paper were from two early operas, the first one being Faust. In the opera Faust, we find that our lead, the title character of the opera, is voiced by a tenor. The other supporting male members are also voiced by tenors. The only character who has a lower voice is Mephistopheles, who is an agent of hell and is voiced by a baritone. So when we hear the baritone voice of Mephistopheles, we automatically associate the lower register with evil, because he is evil. So because of that, using those types of methods, I made sure all of the instruments were composed as low in their register as I could compose them while staying in the key that I had already picked out. Another source of inspiration is from the opera Orfeo. Not to dive too deeply into the nature of the opera, but there is a particular scene in which we are descending into Hades. We are viewing a descent into Hades, which is hell. And during this particular scene, we hear a lot of low brass being played that we have not heard quite to that extent at any other point in the opera or after. So I used a lot of brass instruments in this particular section. I don't normally compose with a lot of brass, so it is worth mentioning that that is in here because otherwise it would not have been. So I hope that you enjoyed this piece.